Joining us now, Josh Bernstein, a radio talk show host from my old stomping grounds in Arizona. Josh, thanks for Skyping in this morning. And it's very good to have you. I understand the EPA is trying to get encyclopedic with this regulation to regulate virtually every type of water. Detail what it is they're trying to do and what this means for property owners.
Well, I think it's a very egregious act that the EPA is trying to do. They are trying to regulate rainwater. We already have seen what has happened in California, in which we've got a water shortage there because of the droughts. We also know that there are certain areas of California in which you have a centralized location that controls your temperature and what you can put the temperature on in your own home. And it's just it's an act that I believe at some point, if it is not curbed and stopped, could actually lead to eminent domain seizures. It will affect senior citizens because of the water bills going up. We haven't seen a COLA in quite some time for seniors, and therefore, as their water bills are going up and they're not getting an adjustment for their living adjustment, that could be a problem. It's going to affect farmers. It's going to affect developers, land developers, real estate folks. It's a pretty bad deal.
So Josh, what at the outset kind of looks like a silly bill regulating rainwater really has far-reaching consequences. You mentioned the farmers, the builders. I mean, can we expound a little bit upon this? I mean, this could lead to higher costs for coal, for food, for all kinds of things to the general public as well.
Absolutely correct. I believe that you know, a lot of this has to do with the head of the EPA, Gina McCarthy. She's a far radical leftist. She is someone that told the Senate Republicans, "I will be coming after you if you, you know, don't obey me," basically. The EPA has grown tremendously in size. When Barack Obama took over in 2009, they had about $96 million a year. Just in 2013 alone, it was $262 million, and a lot of that has been predicated upon fine money and things of that nature. So again, this is another example of big government going, you know, crazy and taking over our lives. I mean, look at the light bulb bill. I mean, you know, they're trying to, you know, ban light bulbs. So it's just really crazy, and the people need to rise up. There is a way, though, to stop this, and that is HR 4012. David Schweikert is the congressman. There's also 53 co-sponsors on the bill, and it's called the Secret Science Reform Act of 2014. What this would do is prohibit the EPA from opposing, finalizing, or disseminating regulations based upon science that is not transparent or reproducible.
And a little bit of good news amidst the doom and gloom, Josh Bernstein. As you know, Congressman Schweikert represents the district I once represented in Arizona. Piece of good news is that bill actually, I believe, 2 weeks ago passed the House. But the situation is, obviously, it goes in the Senate where, for the next few weeks at least, Harry Reid will let it die. So you got to start all over again in a new Congress. Tell you what, Josh, there is so much to talk about with you. We've discussed this EPA issue. You're graciously going to stay with us through the break. And when we come back, some more of the things going on Capitol Hill that affect Americans, well, really from 8 to 80, really younger and older, given the power grab by the EPA and some of the other things afoot. Stay with us. Josh Bernstein continues to offer his evaluation of what's going on in Washington and what we can do about it as America's Forum continues.